Support for this program provided by...
Hello folks, and welcome to a special episode of After Hours Woodworking. I'm your host, Chad Stanton, and if you've been watching the show, you're probably wondering, where am I? I mean, I got this brick wall behind me and everything. Well, believe it or not, I'm actually standing in my new shop. And, well, this isn't exactly a brick wall, as you can kind of see here, that it's a backdrop that I'm using. And the idea of that was to give you guys something different to separate the different episodes that we're going to have. Now, the shop isn't quite done. I'm really close. I think I'm just a couple of weeks away. I've been so busy with work, and I was out of town teaching some classes, and I went and saw family. So I didn't get a whole lot done on it last week. But let me show you what I have so far and what my plans with this place are going to be. Okay, so this area here, this is something I've wanted for a long time. I'm going to have this as my spray booth. So originally I was going to put a wall right here, but I kind of didn't like the idea that if I was going to be working or needed a lot of space, I just feel like this wall was going to break it up. So I've decided I'm going to put like a curtain that I can wrap this around, put a fan in the window, and do my spraying. And the spraying shouldn't be that bad this time because I actually have an HVLP, which doesn't create a whole lot of dust and overspray to it. Now this window, I have to pull out both the sashes, and I'm going to put each sash in the sliding barn doors there, which are right behind the backdrop. Alright, so let's take a look this direction now. So it's hard to tell, but I've got dual gang outlets every 8 feet in here. And what that allows me to do is on each one of these outlets, its left side is hooked to one breaker, the right side is on another breaker. Reason being is if I turn on a saw and a vacuum at the same time, I don't want that surge right away on the breakers. So by having them on separate, that's going to help eliminate any problem. Now I've been putting in the lights, and so I've got the first row done, the second row, and I'm going to have a third row that's still going to go in there. And each row is on its own switch, so if I'm not using a section, I can shut that light off and save the power. But I'm planning on putting my miter saws over on this area, probably a cabinet for the different paints. And then down here, this is the main area that I will be working in most of the time. This is where I plan on having a long bench going along the whole back wall, as well as cabinets on both sides of the window, and then another nice workbench right here. This way, this is where I'll be doing the Friday show, the regular Wood Shopping Time episode. This way I can have the camera to me. I can have cameras right here on this bench, as well as having tools on the back that I can easily get. This is going to be my main work area. I put the window in. I got the windows from the Habitat for Humanity Restore, and what I love about this is I just have this beautiful view out the back where I can watch the wildlife do its thing. And I also added a couple of windows over here on the sides just to open it up and let some more light into the place. Right in this area here, I got a trench and outlet coming right up out of the floor. This is where I want my table saw. It's going to be right in the middle of the shop. I've got good light on it. And by trenching that outlet in, I don't have to worry about tripping over an extension cord or having any kind of cord drop down. So let me show you the last side of the shop. So over here I plan on having the lathe, and I'm not sure if my router table, if I'm going to have the router table over here or more in the center. But again, just more windows, more natural light. I can put more workbenches underneath there if need be. Plenty of wall storage space for cabinets. So I should be able to keep this place pretty clean and organized. Just past the table saw is the area that I really just want to keep all open for jobs and for projects in the works. That way I'm not tripping over anything. This will be also when I start teaching classes. I'm going to have some benches that I can set up here for the students. And of course the door, the main door coming in, I'm going to switch this. I was lucky enough to find a door that matches kind of the look of the windows that was here in the house when I bought the place. It was actually tucked away into the garage. But eventually I want to do a small addition on the outside of this barn. Let me show you what my plans for that are. So outside, as you can see, I got plenty of land here, and what I would really like to do is build a lean-to and a porch, so that way I could have some classes outside or even just work outside on a beautiful day like today. And then, of course, when I want to take a break from working, well, I can just come out here and enjoy the view. Well, I hope you enjoyed my little tour of the shop so far. It's been a lot of work because when I first got in here, it was completely empty. I had to put insulation and frame it. I put the plywood on. Had to put the plywood up on the ceilings. I still got to stain this and finish up the electrical for the lighting. It had none of that, but I feel like I'm really in the home stretch now. I'm hoping in a couple weeks to be actually working out of here. And of course, I'm encouraging any of you, if you're passing through Toledo and want to swing by and see the place, you're more than welcome. So until next time, I thank you so much for watching. And of course, as always, keep on dancing.